cash flow, assets, liabilities, time management, building a team, all the things that they don't teach you in school. Now, again, I understand if there's any teachers watching this, there's only so many hours in a school day that you can teach and so on, and you've got to get through the national curriculum. I used to be a lecturer, okay? So I'm familiar with how the school system works and so on, schemes of work, session plans, etc., etc. But if you're looking to be successful, if you're wanting to, get off the hamster wheel of life, really, again, linking it back to Jim Rohn, hopefully lots of you have heard of Jim Rohn. If not, I suggest that you really pick up some of his material, get it on Audible, get it, the actual physical books, YouTube, whatever it is. One of his things was really good and it always resonated with me. Formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. And I think that's a fantastic thing. So formal education, i.e. when you go into school, college, universities, will make you a living because that's what they're training you to do. They're training you to go into the work system, pay your taxes, get on the hamster wheel until you retire and so on. Versus formal education, again, you can see a few of my books. I go through phases of reading. Sometimes I might only read one book a month. Sometimes I might crank it up to 4. I average about 2, maybe 3 a month, and so on. So the thing is there with formal education, with self-education, don't just gather knowledge for the sake of gathering knowledge. Make sure you implement that knowledge. Getting back to the main purpose of the video, things that obviously I wish they'd taught me at school were definitely cash flow. I had to learn that myself as I was building up my first business, my karate school, how important it was to make payroll, to pay VAT, to pay PAYE, to contribute to the pensions, to make sure your rent's being paid, to make sure all the other line expenses are being paid as well. Assets and liabilities. Again, I was brought up with a go to work hard, get a wage type of mentality, work until you, whatever the retirement age is, 65. But think of it this way, Tim Ferriss says it in his 4-hour work week. If retirement wasn't an option, would you still be doing now what you're currently doing if retirement wasn't an option? If not, then you're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so they should, in my viewpoint, be teaching things like that, which would help the economy more. Those are things that I'm teaching my children that I wish to teach in school. Cash flow, the importance, balancing the books, make sure you're not going upside down, make sure you're not spending more than what's coming in and so on. How to invest, but how to invest properly in assets. Obviously, my favorite asset class. Business is brilliant, of course it is. That's a good asset to have, definitely. My mentoring business, that's a nice asset. But for us, bricks and mortar property is our preferred asset class because we're in it for the long run. Okay, so if any of you watched any of my YouTube videos before, please give us a like, please subscribe. But I'll help out a lot of people with their property journey and property knowledge, as well as martial arts school owners. And I know they're quite different, but I help out martial arts school owners build systemized, profitable, great cash flow businesses, and also property investors enhance the knowledge. And again, the same systems there to improve the knowledge, improve the cash flow, and make sure every deal that they do, every month that they're going forward, every year that they're going forward, they're building out that asset column and becoming more and more efficient with it. So yeah, those are some of the things I'd wish to teach or taught me in school. Now, if you're a parent watching this, my age, younger, maybe a little bit older, I think it's our job to make sure we teach our children those important things. There's nothing wrong with them going into the workforce, paying the taxes, of course not. However, I think we both know that you don't become wealthy by working for somebody else unless you're extremely high up. Okay, and I'm talking like extremely high up of a big company. You become wealthy by educating yourself and bringing in that knowledge you've gained in order to improve your life. Really, that's what it's all about. So I hope this video has helped some people. I know it's jumping around a lot, but keep taking steps further forward. And I'll just leave you with this again. Jim Rohn's quote, please invest in some of his stuff. It is fantastic material, definitely. He's passed away now, but there's still a wealth of material in there. Books, YouTube. There's going to be blogs out there as well, isn't there, from his books and so on. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. So just reflect on that, okay? Like I said, please subscribe to the channel if you gain some value on it. Please give the video a like as well and watch some of the more material on here. And I'll try not to get all tongue-tied next time. Good luck, everybody. All the best.